The only time that not having a plan works is the time you can't bring yourself into action. Otherwise, making a plan, in my case for a painting, is critical for achieving an effective work. Making plans is not making hard rules. It is there to have some kind of an anchor, something to latch onto. It can be a particular style, a feeling, an abstract thought, or anything, as long as you can describe it. Going off the plan is neither good nor bad. Sometimes it can even lead to discovery. But 99% of the time, being guided by a plan is the safer bet. The most common trap is changing plans midway. It's very tempting to cancel the original plan and take the easy way out. You think you're being intuitive and artistic, but actually you just can't stick to a plan. I use some kind of a grid so I know the exact location of the forms. It also helps with invention and where to put abstraction on upper layers. If you see an opportunity, you take on it. If you get lost, you'd know where you can safely go back to. When it comes to oil painting, when you make a mistake, you can correct it by just painting over it, but only to the extent that you're willing to put in the work. If it's a small mistake, it's a small fix, no problem. But if you make a big mistake that it would take a couple of long sessions to correct, it's almost like starting a new painting. It becomes impractical. This can be avoided by having a plan. The stronger the structure underneath, the more freedom I'll have. The more freedom I have, the more I can experiment. Also, it's easier to see opportunities when one has a place to go back to. There were times in the past when I didn't know where to take the painting. Sometimes in the middle of the work, your mind change, your judgment change. And that happened because I didn't have a plan laid out. I wasn't committed to a plan. The late Richard Schmid, in his book Alla Prima, he talked about this, that the painter must always have a plan going into the painting. Though having lines and markings like what I have here wasn't part of his process. It's not about just the utility. I also do it partly for the aesthetics and design language, which suggests the observational, analytical quality of my approach. If you want to see how this will turn out, subscribe and wait for the next upload. Thank you.